Yo.
Yes. Can you see the screen okay?
All right. Happy Friday. Good to see everybody. TGIF. All right. So our goal whenever we're warming up is to increase our heart rate just a little bit, loosen up all of our joints. So we're going to start with a tiny march. All right. Just your heels are going to tap the floor as we march. So your arms are about 90 degrees, hands are open and relaxed, and just your heels are tapping for now. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Open up the lungs. Now let's try your toes. This should be a little bit easier, a little more natural. Your toes are tapping. Good. And then how about the outsides of your feet? Roll those insides up. Outsides of your feet are tapping. Good. And if you give a little pounding there, we're warming up the bones and joints as well, keeping them strong. How about the insides of your feet? Lift the outsides of your feet up. A little more difficult here. Good.
He's doing the sides of his feet, insides of his feet, tapping them on the floor.
Good. And go ahead and relax with the march. We're going to put one hand forward, the other hand back, and we just switch. So one hand pushes, the other hand pulls. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Does this feel like an aerobic activity? Maybe swimming. So if we start to open those hands up and pull like we're swimming through the water, we'll do a couple different strokes here. Reach, pull, breathe. Was anybody a competitive swimmer? No?
My son knows. Is anybody a swimmer?
Yeah.
No.
Let's go into a breaststroke. Did he do it for school?
Yeah, when he went in high school.
Oh, good, yeah.
Was competitive.
My two granddaughters are in swimming too.
All right. Interesting hearing all the different sports that we have.
Yeah, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting him to swim before school.
And we did freestyle. We did butterfly. How about a butterfly? We'll reach over this time and pull. Over, pull. Good. What didn't we do yet?
Backstroke.
Backstroke. Let's reach up and back. Up, back. Good. Doesn't have to be perfect technique. Our goal is just to move around, pain-free motion. So if you feel twinging, just don't go that high. Go a little bit less range of motion. Good. And then anybody ever done side stroke?
Yeah.
Reach out. Good. Pull it in. Put your apple in the basket. Reach out. That's how they taught us. Reach for your apple. Put it in the basket. Good. Let's try the other side. Reach out. Pull it in. And take a little break there. Let's try our legs. So we'll flutter kick. Getting the legs warmed up a little bit. Good. Getting ready for a good strength class. Take some deep breaths. Exhale's my favorite. Relax those shoulders. All right, how about the froggy kick? So his feet kick out and together and out and together. Good. Oh, again, somebody was saying yesterday, I want a higher chair, but this is where your legs get stronger, right? Lifting those legs up by yourself. And go ahead, take a little rest. Last one, we need a little more rotation for our warm-up. So we'll get your baseball bats out, ready to swing for the fences. Left, swing it to the right, swing it to the left, swing it to the right. Oh, I guess it's Masters weekend, huh? We can get those golf clubs out, swing a little bit lower. I should have thought of that sooner, huh? Hole in one. Remember the joke yesterday? Hole in one.
Repeat it.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of shorts with him to the golf course?
Get a whole lot.
Just in case he got a hole in one. Yep. All right, take a little break. Shake out those hands. Good. Bring your chin down and up a little bit. All right. Shake out those legs. All right, we're going to wake up the brain real quick before we pick up our weights. You ready for a little neuro challenge? So you don't have to make a noise when you snap, but we're going to make those fingers open and close. Okay? So you go down toward the right, up toward the left. And then your other hand goes down toward the left, up to the right. So we're kind of making an X. Down, up, down, up. Good. Down, up, down, up. Kind of like we're catching bugs. Good. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're crossing that center line. We're working dexterity with our fingers. And go ahead, relax. Let's pick up those dumbbells. We'll get ready for our first exercise for strengthening the muscles of the upper body. Everybody has the same weight on each side, right?
Yeah, I told you I'd come help you and I forgot.
Bitte. Did you say Danke?
I said
Dankeschön.
Danke.
All right.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, bitteschön.
Good. So we have a 2-part motion for our first exercise. Let's start with your arms hanging down by your sides, nice and straight, fingers facing each other, so your thumbs are forward toward me. All right, we're just going to pull those thumbs up toward your shoulder, and then we press up above your head. Now remember, if you have pain up there, don't go as far, just stop wherever there's pain, and we come back down and down. Good. So it's a curl, a press, and shoulders and thighs. Good. There's 2. Up and up, down and down. To make it a little more difficult, you can sit forward so your back is not resting against the chair. All right. It's up to you if you want to engage that core muscles, your lower back, your abdominals, to keep it strong. Or you can sit back if that's a little bit too much to think about. Good. Now, the first motion as we're doing the work, we want your tummy to stay tight, right? How do we keep good posture? Exhale on the way up. Good. Ready? We'll breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. We're going to shoot for 12 here. About 3 more. Good work. Keep that chin neutral, straight forward. Last one. Down and down. Take a little break. We'll put those dumbbells on your knees. Good. We're just going to raise the heels off of the ground. So push through the toes, the balls of your feet. Raise those heels off the ground with the dumbbells over your knees. Give it a little extra resistance. Remember, your feet are your base of support. Very important in balance. So want a good range of motion, nice and strong. See how high you can get those heels. Good. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Should be good weather. A little rain. Go for a hike. All right, are our legs starting to get tired? Maybe? Yeah? No? All right, upper body. Go ahead, relax those feet. We're going to grab onto the dumbbells and bring them to shoulder level. Okay, so your fingers are facing each other. Now this is unilateral. What's uni mean?
One.
Like
One side.
unicycle. 1, right? So we're going to go forward with your right hand, pour out your cup of water, bring it back up and in. Other arm out, pour out your water, bring it back up and in. Good. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Good posture, nice and tall and back. Out, pour it, up and in. Good. Do a little rotation of the wrist. That's our pronation. And back. Out. Pour. Up and in. Looking good. So once we get all of this computer stuff straightened out, we'll have some music to listen to. We usually have requests. Russell has 40s music for us. We'll start that back up next week, maybe. 2 more times each side here. We just have to, I think we should be able to hear it while I'm talking. Test it out. Last one, and relax. Go ahead, put those arms back down to your sides. Dumbbells on your knees. And this time I'm going to raise up your heels. Raise up your toes. So you're keeping your heels on the floor. Raise those toes off of the ground. Remember, it's important to strengthen both sides. This is the muscle that keeps your toes from dragging when you walk. If you have a weak tibialis anterior, more chance of dragging your feet and tripping. So keep these strong. Up and down. How high can you get those toes? Make sure we're breathing. Nice couple deep breaths in the nose, out the mouth. I just heard a study saying that breathing in your nose, you take in more nitrogen. There's something I have to read more about it, but there's something in your nose that produces nitrogen compared to when you breathe through your mouth. And nitrogen is apparently good for your bloodstream. So go ahead, take a rest there. I'll learn more about it and I'll let you know. Okay? Let's go back to our upper body. So your arms are going to go by your sides again. All right? And this time we lean forward slightly. All right? Bring those hands out towards your knees. And then pull back, elbows to the ceiling. Good. So we're reaching forward and backward. I'll show you to the side here. Forward and backward. Good. Forward and backward. Good. So it's a little pause when you get those elbows up toward the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Try not to slouch. The back should hinge forward, nice and neutral. Remember, if you have any range of motion issues, you're pinching, hurting, don't go as far. Make it a little less range of motion. We've got 3 left here. 3, 2, and last one. Squeeze and relax. We'll put those dumbbells back onto your knees. Try to bring your feet nice and close together. Good. And we're going to let those knees fall apart and squeeze the dumbbells back together. Knees come apart. Squeeze them back together. Good posture here. Knees come apart. Squeeze together. As you're doing the work, we want to think about tight tummy so your spine doesn't move. So you exhale, squeezing together. Inhale, going apart. Good. That's it, looking good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, upper body again. So we're going back and forth between lower body and upper body. So your heart has to pump the blood in different parts, and it makes it work a little bit harder. That just means you're getting healthier and stronger in a shorter amount of time. Hands by your belly button, arms bent 90 degrees. We're going to pour the glasses of water out onto your lap. Make sure it's not too cold, and back down. Pour them out. Good. And then back to start. There we go. Nice tall posture here. Make sure we're not slouching. There we go. Out. And in. Looking good. And in. Nicely done. Anybody pouring anything besides water? Lemonade? Spiked lemonade?
My glass of beer.
There we go. It's the weekend, right? 2, last one here. Up and down. Go ahead, relax the weight on your knees. We're gonna try to march, all right? Increasing the strength of the hip flexor so we can take bigger steps, and again, preventing any tripping. So knees go up. Good, we're gonna try to avoid moving your body side to side. Try to keep those shoulders still. Just your legs move. Good. See if you can do it without leaning side to side. Nice and tall. Good. Can you tell there's a difference between marching with dumbbells on your knees and not?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be a little tougher. Good. We have a couple more here. If you're getting tired, take a deep breath. Get more oxygen, wake yourself up. 3, 2, 1, and relax those hip flexors. We're gonna open up the cupboards this time. So knuckles together, elbows out, everything's at shoulder level. All right, and we're gonna see what's in our cupboards. We'll open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and close it back together. Good, open, shoulder blades together. There we go, squeeze. Looking good. Feeling strong? I'm feeling strong. I'm liking it. I'm going to do this for an hour today instead of a half hour, huh?
No.
Oh, no. One more. And put those hands back down on your thighs. Good. So this time we'll put your feet apart. Let your knees fall together. And we'll slowly pull your knees apart. Good. So these are the abductors. Outsides of your hips. All these hip exercises are great for balance again. We should start a circus with all this balance we're working on.
I think people will come pay to see us.
Pay to see us? I think so too. And we'll have fun doing it.
What did you say, they'd have a laugh?
They would have a good laugh.
Oh.
Bless you. Good. Nice tall posture, knees apart, fall together. How about 3 more? 1, 2, and 3. All right, we're gonna work the back sides of our arms this time, your triceps. So another quick brain quiz. What's tri mean? 3. Oh my goodness. We should teach some classes. Tri is 3, good. So there's 3 parts to your tricep in the back of your arm. We're gonna keep those elbows back and up, and we just straighten the arms and bend the arms. Good. Let's give it a try. Elbows together and back, and lean forward just slightly so you have more range of motion. There we go. And we push back, pull forward. Good. So this is like you're at the end of the downhill skiing race and you're pushing. Try to get over that finish line in less time. Do we have any Olympic skiers here?
I ski.
Yes, good. Do you ever race?
Yes.
All right. Push. 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 Good. Looking good. Everyone's pushing far, pushing hard, pushing high. Last one here. Extend, hold it, and come on down. Woo! Are we ready for some core strength? Remember where core is on an apple? Same for us. Core is right in the middle.
Of course.
Say that again.
Are we ready for core strength? Of course.
Of course. I got you now. Heads at shoulder level. I like it. So we're going to go side to side. All right? So lean to one side. Sit back up, lean to the other side. and sit back up. Make sure those feet are apart a little bit more than normal so we have good balance as we lean over, sit up, lean over, sit up. Good. And we want to try to avoid slouching forward, so make sure we have good posture here. That'll prevent any injuries or tightness in the back later. We're hitting those oblique muscles or the rib cages. Go to the hips. Good. Almost done. 2 more to each side. Ready? 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Good. We'll rest those arms down on your knees. Let's do a couple stretches here. Just shoulder rolls up and back. Good. How about forward and backward? Make sure we're ready to go the distance. We've got about 4 or 5 more minutes left of dumbbell exercises before we cool down. Everyone's doing great. So next one, we're going to go forward and backward. So we're just going to cross those hands in front of you. All right, kind of rest them on your upper body. And now as you lean forward, we're going shoulders toward your knees. And we're going to exhale on the way up to sit up tall, rib cage to the sky. All right, so we're exaggerating good posture. Leaning forward and sitting up tall. There we go. Forward and tall. That's it. Feel like you're doing crunches. Good. A lot of lower back strength. A little bit of abdominal strength as we reach up tall. Stretch and contract. Stretch and contract. Stretch, contract. Looking good. I love it. Be ready for lunch after this. Or a nap. Either one. Both are good recovery methods. 2 more. Come forward. Sit up tall. Chest to the sky. Good. Forward. Sit up tall. All right. Rest those arms on your thighs. Give it a little twist here. We're going to do twisting motion next. Warm up those shoulders for our twists. Good. All right. So a rotation, we want to, again, stay tall. All right, good posture, shoulders back and down. We're going to keep your hands at belly button level. Good. Feet are nice and planted into the floor, and we just give it a little twist. Head stays forward, and then we twist the other direction. So we don't want to go too far, but as you change direction, going from your right to your left, that's when your deep abdominal muscles are engaging and strengthening. So it's a little faster, but we don't want to go very far. Sometimes when we stretch, we go pretty far because we're going slow and controlled, but now we're trying to strengthen, so we're not going to go as far. Risk to reward ratio. Minimizing the risk, maximizing the reward. Side to side to side. Five seconds left. Nice tall posture, side to side. And come on back to the thighs, looking good. Whew! Forearm exercises. So a lot of grip strength is important in opening doors. If we do fall and need to get up, it's good for pulling yourself up. All right, so we're gonna make sure we have good, strong grip strength. Let's lean forward. We'll rest your forearms on your thighs. Palms are facing down. All right, and we'll just extend the knuckles to the ceiling. Good, there we go. Knuckles up toward the sky. That's it. And 3, 2, whole way up. Last one. Let's flip those hands over, keeping your forearms on your thighs. Palms into the sky this time. We're going to pull those knuckles down toward the floor, then up to the ceiling. Good. Strengthening the forearms, the grip strength. Down and up. Looking good. We're winding down here. One exercise standing up, and then we'll do some stretches. 3, 2, last one. All right, you can put those dumbbells on your thighs. We're only gonna need one dumbbell for this exercise. So go ahead, put one underneath your chair where you're not gonna trip over it, kind of hide it under your chair. The other one is gonna stay in one hand, and we're gonna stand up. I guess you can do this beside your chair. All right, right beside your chair. Good, so we're gonna do what we call a kettlebell swing. All right, even though we're using a dumbbell, a kettlebell it's like a ball with a handle on it. Has anybody seen kettlebells before?
It should be here.
Oh yeah, we do have 4 of them here. They're a little bit heavier, but yeah. We're gonna try to do that exercise with your dumbbells. So our goal throughout this movement is to keep your back neutral, your spine, good posture, all right? We wanna avoid hunching and using bad posture, all right? So with your dumbbell, we're gonna bring it underneath of your center of gravity. So we're pushing between your legs, and then we stand up and it comes a little bit in front. Let me show you from the side here. It goes back, it goes forward. So we're changing where your center of gravity is by swinging the dumbbell forward and backward. All right, so we're improving our balance and strengthening our hips. Backward, forward, good. Backward and forward. Nice work. Does anybody feel wobbly? Looks like everyone's doing pretty good. Hips back, hips forward. Hips forward. Let's get 3 more. 3 and 2. Good. The last one. Good. And relax. All right. Take a couple breaths up here. All right. No issues. Everyone had pretty good balance. Nice range of motion there. All right. We can have a seat. We're going to put that dumbbell right underneath so we don't trip on it. And we have a couple stretches to finish up our day. That was fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It's even more fun when we're playing music with it.
Am I going to be able to get out of bed tomorrow?
I think if we stretch good enough here, you should be fine tomorrow. That's what we're hoping. All right. So first exercise or stretch, hands together, elbows together, right in front of you. And we're just going to open those hands up, put your head in through the window that you made with your hands. So you're reaching your chin forward, elbows back, and then we come back together. As your hands and elbows touch, it should be stretching your shoulder blades apart, right? So push your head through, elbows back, good, and then head back, shoulder blades apart. Shoulder blades together, head through, and close it up again. One more stretch, reach, and pull. All right, relax. Let's do a little bit of the shoulder rotation. So we're gonna hold a tray of, what are we gonna hold a tray of? We still have any Easter eggs left? What do we tray up?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. Ooh, wiener schnitzels. Let's rotate those hands out. Keep your elbows tucked in. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and pull it back in. Open up, offer those hors d'oeuvres out. Ooh, squeeze them back together. Good, 2 more, open and stretch. Great for our posture. Together, last one. Open up, good, and back together. All right. Here's a little challenge, a little test. We're gonna put your left hand up into the air behind your head. Your right hand goes down below and behind your back. And we'll see how close together we can get those fingers.
Oh, forget that. Try
It's all right if you can't get too close. Just kind of remember where you're at. And in a couple weeks, our goal is to get closer.
Good job.
Good. Can anybody touch?
Yep. Paula did.
Paula, all right. Good job, Paula.
I can touch on one side, but not on the other.
One side is going to be more flexible than the other. Let's lower those arms down to your lap. And we'll switch it to the other side now. So we're going up above the head. And the other one down below the back.
You're almost done.
This one's easier for some people.
See that? I can easily do it.
Yes.
The other side, I don't.
And that's fairly normal to have one side more flexible than the other.
Okay, I'll get it that way. Stretch.
We just
Oh. Good job,
But there's
Russell.
quite a difference.
There we go. I got it. Yes, you did.
from one way to the other.
Mhm.
So if it's a super big difference, we might need to be something we work on so there's not an imbalance. I'll take a look later. And lower those arms back down to your lap. Nicely done. Good. We're going to get the neck just a little bit. So one ear to your shoulder. Take a couple breaths there. Let it stretch out the opposite side. Good. And let's go up and over to the other side. Couple breaths here. We tend to hold a lot of stress in our necks and shoulders, so it's good to stretch this out after we're done exercising. Good. Back up to the front. Let's do a little twist. So we'll put those hands on your thigh. So if we're on our right thigh, we're twisting to the right. Nice tall posture. Square the shoulders, meaning not dropping one. And back to the front. Let's go the opposite direction. Again, square shoulders, try not to drop one. Nice tall posture. And bring it back to the front. Good work. Let's get our torso real quick. So we're going to sit back in that chair, lift the rib cage up, and try to keep your eyes forward, just so in case we have any necks that bother us. We don't want to arch it back over the head. Just keeping your eyes forward, rib cage up. Good. And then we're going to do the opposite. Come back to neutral, and we're going to slide forward. Hands slide down the legs, stretch out our backside. Again, try to keep those eyes forward. We don't want to put too much pressure in your head by dangling. Take a nice deep breath. And let's go ahead and sit back up here. We'll get our forearms. How about we start with your right hand, palm up. We're going to take your left hand, put it on top of your hands, and push those fingers down toward the floor. Good. We'll just bend your elbow slightly, straighten back out, nice and slow. Bend and straighten. One more time. Good. Let's get the other hand, palm up. Other hand on top of the fingers. We'll push down toward the floor. Good. And we'll bend and straighten the elbow. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Interlock those fingers. We'll roll clockwise. Roll counterclockwise. Making you think. Good. All right. Let's just shake out those shoulders. Shake out those legs. Good. We're going to do a little squeeze and relax. All right. Throughout the muscles, and then we're almost done here. So we're going to take not a full breath, but we're going to inhale and then hold that and squeeze. So this first time, we're going to squeeze our leg muscles. All right. Lower legs, upper legs, glutes that you're sitting on. Okay. So let's go. Breathe in. Squeeze your leg muscles tight. And exhale and relax. Good. So as you're squeezing, all those muscles tense up. Try it one more time. We'll breathe in. Squeeze. Good. And then we'll relax those legs. Good. This time we're going to do upper body. All right, your shoulders, your hands, your chest, your back. Ready, set, take a breath in. Hold it and squeeze. And relax. Good. So if sometime you're a passenger in a car or you're sitting at home on watching TV, this is a nice simple exercise to get some circulation, get some muscle tension, burn a couple extra calories. Let's try it one more time. We'll breathe in, hold it, we'll squeeze those muscles and relax. Good. So just a little mind. Sometimes I do that at night when I'm trying to fall asleep. I go through each individual muscle. Forearm, forearm, bicep, bicep. It is going to increase your circulation a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't, if you're a light sleeper, that might not be the best. But if you're just you don't normally have trouble falling asleep, but every once in a while you do, that would be a good exercise to try. All right. Breath work, almost done. So as your hand comes up, let's use both hands. We'll just do both at the same time. As your hands go up, we'll inhale. As your hands go down, we will exhale. Ready? So we inhale, exhale. Just go up halfway. So inhale halfway, exhale the whole way. Inhale the whole way, exhale halfway. Inhale the whole way, exhale the whole way. Go in 3 normal breaths. Ready? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. All right, you ready for a joke?
Yes.
I like to laugh. Again, I think I've told this one before, but it's been a while. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Oh. Because if they flew over the bay, they would be called bagels. Which one was better?
She heard a silly one yesterday.
Oh,
The silly one.
would you like to tell us that one?
We all try.
Good.
Not much of a storyteller. Okay, why is there erasers on a pencil?
Holidays work. Why are there erasers on a pencil? Does anybody know? Go ahead.
Because
Didn't understand it, John.
Because people make mistakes.
Why are there erasers on pencils?
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil?
Need an eraser.
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? Because it's pointless. You can leave your dumbbells there. I'll pick them up and wipe them off. Just make sure they're under your chair so you don't trip over them. All right. Good work today, Holiday.